Hi, my name is Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. Today is April 1st, 2021. They call it April Fool's Day. I call it April's Cool. What can I tell you? So, if you haven't gone to my website, jonieswhitelighthealing.com, please do. You'll find out more about me. If you'd like to schedule a reading, you could contact me through my website. I offer in-person sessions for folks who are local to North Central New Jersey, and I also offer Skype, phone, FaceTime video, and Facebook video for folks who wish that medium or modality instead. All are equally effective. I'm not a doom and gloom psychic. I bring in the highest of Christ light, meaning the ones that have experienced highest levels of enlightenment. No fear porn here. There are no timestamps on this video, so if you watch it past April 1st, 2021, Spirit knows who will be watching and when. So if it resonates, great. And if it doesn't, I suggest putting it on the shelf because you might have an aha moment later on. If we don't vibe, turn me off, trash it, delete, erase, unsubscribe. I'm here on YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Press the bell all icon and you'll receive notifications of when I put out another video. Like, share, and please comment below because I love to hear feedback. And if you have any requests for future themes of videos, please comment anywhere under any of my videos. I will receive them. And if the topic is video worthy, then I will make it. I bring in archangels and angels, ascended masters, spirit guides and departed ones, elementals, consciousnesses, and star beings. I used to be a therapist, didn't believe in any of this. I worked in New York City, offering individual and group therapy to addicts, alcoholics, as well as the mentally ill. And then around 2003, 4, 5, I became gifted with abilities, mediumship, hands-on healing, channeling, seeing into bodies, medical intuitive, animal intuitive, and so on and so forth. I no longer return to the field of social work, and now I do this professionally. So, why do I do this? I am a light worker. That sense of urgency, you know. We gotta do this. Help bring on that awakening for humanity. Help raise that vibration for the world. You know, it's not an ego thing. We just can't help ourselves, darn it. So being of service for others the way I roll, and many of you that are watching probably can relate as well. So here I am. It's time for the April love reading for the ones who are single, dating, living with, and married. And so what I do is I put my Joanie aside, I bring in spirit, and I just channel the information that's meant for those that are going to be watching this video. So here we go. So the first thing I get is proceed with caution, watch your steps. So there are a lot of people that are in unknown territory and they don't know what they're doing. So caution, 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 caution. I see yellow police tape. I see just a lot of yellow tape, like, whoa, watch out, watch out. What are you doing? What are you doing? Proceed with caution. So I'm seeing a lot of willy-nilly activity and people are doing their darndest thing, doing darn things like overstepping, talking out of turn, misreading. There's imbalance and people are, I also see fury that people have a lot of expectations and are demanding and are pushing that river and not letting it flow. So maybe with the spring and lighter later, longer hours, more sunshine, maybe people are jonesing for love and that they're antsy as heck. So for the people that are in territory where they don't know what they're doing or they're being too risky, too demanding, pushing the river, slow the F down, folks. Pull that back. Pull it in. Rein it in. Be scrupulous. Be self-preserving. I'm not quite sure what y'all are doing, but my mind is going whack with what you're doing. Stop it already. Just slow the F down. I do not know how you are able to keep at this pace, but whirling, whirling, twirling, and wackadoodle. Spirit isn't judging you. Spirit is saying, watch your step. Slow down and take a look at what you're doing. Have some foresight before you make any moves. That's the first thing that I get from Spirit. Going back in. So I'm getting love is in the air. There are a lot of people that are swooning. People have met people. It seems that they're saying it's on time. So there was a plan. There were joinings that were set up. So y'all might have been chatting in the ethers and you found each other, and now they're destinations. You found each other. So there's a lot of swooning going on and love. And I feel a lot of peace, that a lot of you have found someone that you prefer over others. And I feel serenity. And some really are into marriage. They really are about to propose. They are at this place now. They're full of joy and they are ready to do this. They want to go into that space and make union with other. So if you have found this person, cherish this and nourish it. And bless this. Having gratitude is of utmost importance here. Really take time out and just appreciate what you have. I feel that your knowing is very clear. Many of you have found your other, and it is beautiful. And just easy with this and nourish and cherish and bless what you have come into. And wonderful for you. I am thrilled for those of you who have experienced this recently. Okay, I'm going back in. For those of you that are living with someone, whether it's a living together partnership or marriage, I'm seeing they use the word dial M for murder, which I've gotten before, which does not mean anything about killing. It is just get them the F out of here. I'm done. So I see separation as well, that some people are ready, that it's time to leave. Either you are leaving or they are leaving, but make it happen. Do this. Go. Either you're going or they're going, but make the separation. It's a good time right now. Pack your bags, look at your belongings, separate whose is whose, and go. Or they go. Whatever the case, I'm feeling that this is a beautiful time for this to occur. So if this has been something that you've been wondering about or holding back, I feel in the next month, April it starts. April is when this is the opportune time, and it will go on through till December. For those of you who don't do it in April, it goes on throughout the year. There are a lot of separations and leavings. It's perfection. Bless yourself in the process of knowing that this is ordained, that you are ready for your next step. You're going to the next level. Chapter closed on for more, for new, for better. I'm going back in. Someone has a child and they are distraught and you need to hear your child. I think there is a son and I feel like they're dangling and you're not paying attention. The boy needs help and you need to listen to your child. You are not paying them attention. There are others around and you're looking and you're all scattered and you're seeing who you want to be with. Maybe this is a dating thing, but your son needs your help. He is being neglected as we speak. I believe that you need to pay attention to your child. He feels very upset and there's anger brewing, and I do not feel comfortable with this situation. So get your head on straight and prioritize, because the child is more important. You brought this child into the world and they need you. You are the one that takes care of them. I see, regarding the singles who are dating, I see you going one by one by one. And that as each one is not working out, your demeanor changes and you get a little bit nasty and you are starting to sour. So for those of you who are watching where you're starting to get pissed and ornery because things aren't working out and you haven't found who you want to be with, you need to work on this. You need to work on your behavior and you need to work on how you appear, because the souring that's happening to you is in fact the sour that you are putting out to other. And that's not why you're meeting. That's why you're not meeting anyone, because of the way you're presenting yourself. Check out the way you feel. Check out what your thoughts are. That's the attitude that you're putting out there for other. Clean it up. Why are you sorry? Why are you sad? What has created this within you where it's bitter? Work on that. Have you accepted what has gone on? Is there forgiveness? Do you have gratitude? If you have answered no to these things, that is what has caused the bitterness, which is now spewing out on other, and why people do not want to see you. They do not want to go out with you. I am supporting you in your working on self. Going back in. So I also get the challenge is to make it happen. So there are some of you that are involved, but things aren't going, they're not becoming, and that you're wanting it to go to the next level and it's not. So you need to ask them what they want. So for those of you where the wheels just keep spinning, I don't see this grinding, this shh. I'm not seeing that you are doing anything purposeful to create this slow-mo effect. They haven't decided, and that you need to ask the question. What do you think of this? How are we doing? Do you want to continue? Is there anything that's holding you back? I want to see you more. I don't hear from you. What's going on? Your job is to communicate and to throw that volley for serve over to them. Because if you wait, I don't feel that you're going to hear the answer. You need to make a move to get the clarification you need regarding this situation that you would like to, to nourish more. I don't know if it's going anywhere, but if you sit and do nothing, you are not going to find out what you need. I'm going to keep going in. Some of you have control issues, and I do feel that you're living with someone. It could be a partnership or a marriage, and that you have control issues, and the controlling nature that you have has to be worked on. You're doing blaming and guilt, and it's not fair to the people that are around you. This is a holy space that you've created for your companion and maybe others as well. But by you're trying to shift people and make them think a certain way, be a certain way. And they have their own free will and they have their own patterns of behavior. So the two of you are going to need to come to compromises and resolutions about things. You are being blamed for things because you haven't done things as well. And you need to take a look at some of the things that have gone on too. So this is a back and forth when you're living with someone, and if you're trying to control them, they might be pushing it right back on you, trying to control you, rather than they're just saying, hey, can we compromise? So they're going to give you a piece of their medicine, but that also isn't healthy. The two of you need to pull back the swords, make them into plowshares, sit down and talk and compromise. That is where this will work. Your control issues are getting in the way of successful development of relationship. I'm going to keep going in regarding love for April 2021. So however, the ones who are searching, the ones who are singles and looking for a mate and dating, I see you sifting through and separating out who you would like to be with, and that it's up to you as basically your concerns about what you want to deal with, who you want to be with, they are real. So if you diminish your selectivity, if you lower your bar, you will end up with nuts and bolts and boulders, crumbs. You need to figure out whether you are going to be settling or whether you are going to be looking for the highest version of your mate out there. If you need to write a list of the traits that you are looking for in someone to keep you steady and focused and on track, then do that. But I do see that people are doing a lot of sifting, yet they're not holding on to exactly what they're looking for. People are starting to get wishy-washy because they're losing hope. And maybe it just means that for today you haven't met someone, but in the future you will. Keep your eyes on the prize and be specific about the type of person that you're looking for. Spirit knows who is your best match, And you also can articulate that as well. So it's really up to you how you're going to go about this. If in you're separating out who you are interested in and who you're not and putting them in categories, be clear and be consistent. Because if you're inconsistent, you start settling this, no, I'm not going to settle, settling. It's going to be disjointed energy, and you will not be receiving the highest version of the mate that you are in fact frequentially matched with and suited for. See if there's more. Some of you are alone and singles, and you have a pet. And I see the way that you treat the pet is the way you treat a person. So keep in mind the way you are talking to your animal. If you are loving to your animal, is that the way you've spoken with people? If you are as loving to your animal as you are to a person, great. If you are loving to your pet, but less loving to a person, what's that about? Why is it possible for you to give your heart loving to an animal where there's unconditional love, but when it comes to a person, you're unable to give them what they desire, which is unconditional love as well? Take a look at what you're doing in relation to your pet and how you speak to potential mates. Some people aren't ready to match up with a person, but they're just fine with the animal because the animal doesn't speak back. The animal has unconditional love. The animal, the pet, can teach you a lot about love. They do not require much. You can heal through your pet. If you have disdain towards people and you still want to have a mate, that usually doesn't work. And if you end up matched with a person and you have disdain towards people, you will receive back the disdain that you have towards people. It will come back to you. It will become a mirror reflection of what you need to work on and heal from. See if there's anything left that Spirit has to say for April love energy. Spirit is saying that we support you on your journey and we love you. We offer you hope that you will meet someone who is an example of love that you need in your life. And they bless your journey always. Keeping it simple is paramount. Day by day, watch and learn. Be your best friend. And when you do, you will receive your best friend in return. So I hope that this assisted. I will continue putting out YouTube videos, and you will be seeing a May love reading in a month from now. I hope this assisted. Please leave comments below if it resonated, if you have any questions. Bye, y'all.